Well, g'day, welcome back. This is episode 2 of the tractor fork slash rake build. So what we're up to today is our pins. We're just going to machine a decent lead on the edge of them just to make the pins a bit easier to go through the hole and through the forks. It's just for alignment. So we'll get these chucked up and get the lead cut into them. Just bring it down a bit. Something like that. Okay. Put the bolt head first into the throat. Okay, we don't need our parting tool anymore, so out with that one. In with the C&MG. They're a pretty good tool, all round tool these. So what we'll do is I want to put a 30-degree lead in, so we'll swing our compound round to 30 degrees. Should be right. Straighten our tool back up. And just get it running a bit closer. I'm not going to clock these up for what they have to do. Okay, how does that look? Looks pretty bloody close to me, so let's crack on. That's all it needs. We'll just give that a touch up with a file, knock the sharp edges off. I suppose that's one advantage of being a molly duker, i.e. left-handed in Australia. It means you don't have to lean over the chuck when you're filing. So anyway, one down, 4 to go. So this gives us a good chamfer, a good lead in. That tip I'm using is just a D&MG 431. It's a good size radius on it for this lathe. If you're running it in a larger lathe, you'd be doing this probably, your preference would be a 432. This is more of a finishing tip, but on a small lathe works fine for roughing. Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer. Well, that's the last one. So all that's left now, we're just drilling operation to drill a hole through the end of the pin for a locking bolt or pin, clevis pin, that will do it. So there's not much, that's a pretty mundane operation that. So yeah, I think I'll do those off camera and bring you back when we go to drill the bores for the fork mounts in the actual forks themselves. So bring you back shortly. Okay, so we'll bring you back for the next operation. It's just a simple clearance drilling operation in the top of the rake forks. So we'll set the forks up in the mill. We'll get a couple of holes pushed through them. So we'll swing you around. Okay, so we've got our fork tines, or our rake tines, in the mill for drilling for the clearance holes for the pins. The holes we're going to drill are 1" and 25/64. So we've just got a clamped in the vise there. The other end is just hanging out in the breeze. Now, the two leaves here that we're going to drill through, because they're only 2.5 inch wide by 1/4, you'll get a fair bit of flex trying to poke a big hole through those. So that's why we've had to support it. We've got a strap clamp here onto a Starrett machinist jack, and the same with the lower leaf, just a Starrett 190 machinist jack, just to take the bounce and any movement out of the leaves for when we drill. So we'll get a drill bit in and start drilling. Okay, let's get our holes in. So we'll be drilling back on around the 700 RPM range for this. With a bit of cutting oil. Okay, we'll put our pilot drill in. This is 375 RPM. Straight through to the other leaf. Okay, so we'll swap over, we'll put our 1 25/64 drill in. Yeah, I'll probably have to readjust. Yeah, I'll have to lift the head of the mill up to get this drill bit in, so we'll bring you back when we're set up with that. Okay, so as before with our drill, and ram her home. Didn't have enough height to get it in without moving across, so that's alright. We just zeroed on our dial before we moved it, so we get back to the same location. I guess one of those handy things about a DRO, we don't have one on this machine, so this should be alright. Okay, we're centred. So we'll slow this drill right down to 80 RPM. Poke our hole through. Bring you around on a different angle. The camera was getting a bit shaky there as it was sitting up on the part we're drilling, so a bit more cutting oil and we'll continue on. Okay, we haven't missed our screw jack at the bottom, so that's good. One down, 5 to go. Okay, our drilling operation's complete on the end of the fork tines. So the next operation is down at the other end. We have to do some angle cutting on the ends and weld a plate over them. Okay, we've got the ends of our fork tines set up for angle cutting. We'll lop them off at an angle and then we weld a plate on the end of it. West Australian crayfish. Well, g'day, we're over here at the welding bench, so we'll get the end caps welded on the fork tines and then we'll head out to the tractor and weld the mounting brackets onto the bucket. So we'll just angle you down a bit. Okay, so we're just welding the brackets on. These hold the forks in place. So we'll get these in place and set the forks on. Oh, well, that should hold it. Good stuff. Well, here's the shop boss in to inspect the work. She looks pretty happy, so I think so far so good. Well, that's the forks all mounted up. We just have to weld some braces in between down the bottom, and that should see this one wrapped up. That's close enough for a bolt. 0, 0, 0, 0. Dead zero on 4 points. That's how you do it. Where's that 4-jaw comp?